I mean, can you be accused of stealing money from RX Muscle if you are the only owner, for example?
Right.
I mentioned that can Joe Weider be accused of stealing from Weider Enterprise, and stuff like that. I mean, it's really mind-boggling to me, and I always wonder, do people even think for a second before they start opening their mouth and saying whatever? I was charged for robbery and grand theft. It's all over the internet, international news, which is a thief. What did I steal? My own money? Okay.
What went on when you were in jail, Milos? Who was watching over the gym and running the gym? Was your wife still doing that?
Well, yeah, she was doing it with her sister and the family as usual. And then, of course, when I came out, the gym was basically closed. We were evicted by the new owners of the building. In the meantime, probably the most important thing that I forgot to tell you, I got a 3-year restraining order that I cannot come to the gym, to the house, or 100 meters away from my daughter, my wife, and my sister-in-law.
So you can't go to your own gym? You can't go to your own gym?
Yeah, you cannot go to your own gym, to your own house. It's a 2-year restraining order.
Wow. Now, were you the sole owner of the gym, or was her name on the gym lease as well?
No, I mean, everything. You see, I was parents that believed in love, institutional marriage, and marriage being us, not you and me. So everything that I had instantly, half was given to her.
Oh, boy.
So of course she was 50% owner, as I gave her that, of course.
Mm.
So basically, imagine coming out from the jail, finding out that all the credit cards are canceled, that your bank accounts are closed, and that you cannot go to neither of your houses. I had 2 houses, one in Temecula, one in Chino.
Milos, after listening to what you just told me, people are going to be thinking one of 2 things. Okay, there's only one of 2 possibilities. Either you're a homicidal lunatic, or your wife is completely nuts, because one of you guys is lying, or the truth is somewhere in between. I mean, I still don't get the whole concept. It sounds like she's very angry at you, and she was trying to get almost like a revenge type of thing against you. Did you guys ever talk after this whole thing went down and try to work through what might have been the reason why she did all this to you?
No, of course, she would always deny everything, so calling me every name in the book, delusional, paranoid, schizophrenic, you name it. The truth is always going to come out. I had all the proof, everything that I had actually was in my car, that I came to court on April 8th, when I finally had my lawyer, Robert Bernstein, who was going to ask for substitution of attorney that day, because before that I had the public defender. So as I hired him, he told me he cannot accept any of this proof before he's officially my lawyer. So as the plan, I showed up at April 8th on a court date for a hearing for him to ask for substitution. And after the hearing, I was going to give him all the proof. The proof was on a computer and printed, like about 5,000 pages of everything that I had for many years, to prove what I'm saying. About 58 different credit cards under my name that I didn't know about. Numerous loans, bank loans got on my name without my knowledge throughout the years. 2 life insurance policies for $1 million each, with me being insured and my wife being the only beneficiary. My will that I never basically signed, but obviously was signed, and interestingly, I didn't want to give anything to nobody except my wife. She was the only beneficiary as well.
Right. So
all these proofs were right there, and basically when I was there on April 8th, my bail was exonerated as my wife pulled the house up the collateral because they had a $350,000 bail, and that's how I was actually out, and I was traveling. And that hearing, I asked a judge and my public defender for permission to go back to Yugoslavia to visit my mother. They gave me that right, so they knew exactly where I was, that I was in Yugoslavia traveling. But when I came back, apparently the bail bondsman was afraid, that I tried to flee the country, and they exonerated the bail, stating that yes, my wife pulled the house off the collateral. So bail was exonerated. I was arrested that same moment. I gave the key because I was arrested in the court. I gave the key to my lawyer. I told him exactly, everything is there. Make sure that you take it, and here's the key. What I found out is that he didn't take the key or the evidence the same day. The next day when he returned, because he's from Beverly Hills, and this was in Orange County, car was not there. The car was already towed to my house, and coincidentally, nothing was inside, so there was no evidence.
So all your evidence that you collected was gotten rid of by someone?
Excuse me?
All the evidence that you had accumulated was
yes.
Disappeared?
Yeah, it disappeared. The car was parked in front of my house, obviously. My wife got the car, and I got to my computer and got all the evidence, and obviously she denied it. No, I'm out of my mind. There was nothing in the car. Now,
were you not supposed to leave the country? Is that why they rearrested you when you came back in?
No, I mean, as I said, I was allowed by the judge and my public defender, to go 1 month to visit my mother
right.
in Yugoslavia. In the previous hearing, somewhere in the end of February, when I asked for permission to travel, because my mother is 76 years old and not in great health,
right.
obviously very much affected by my situation and everything that's happening to me. So I went there to visit her with the permission of the judge. But apparently I did not report to my bail bondsman that I'm traveling. And they exonerated my bail.
Wow. So you get thrown back in jail is what happens.
I was thrown back in the jail, yeah.
What was it? I mean, you were in a maximum security prison, you told me.
Yeah, maximum security jail, not security prison.
Oh.
So it's Orange County maximum security jail. Well, put it this way. First of all, I don't want to act as any, I don't want sympathy from anyone and all that stuff. I think everything in life happens for a reason. I think I'm guilty of allowing all this to happen. And I learned a lesson, and I actually appreciate what I learned, how to actually respect and appreciate every little thing and be grateful for. Because once you're in the jail and realize, the other side and the other life and how, people are when you don't have anything and you don't have your freedom and you are told when to get up and when to go to the bathroom and stuff like that, you start appreciating what you have. I think that many of people in the United States don't realize, that until, the freedom is taken away. I had a 23-hour lockdown. If you understand, you are in a 6-man cell, and you have a 1 hour a day to maybe walk, take a shower, and then see TV, and maybe make a phone call.
Wow.
So
how long were you in that? How long were you in jail for total?
148 days.
Wow. Now, was anyone messing with you, or did they all ask you questions about working out and stuff like that?
Oh no, I mean, it was cool. I mean, deputies were asking me, of course, about training and about dieting and nutritional supplementation, pharmacology, if you know what I mean.
Sure. And, yeah, you're lucky. You got all that knowledge. Those guys love that stuff.
Yes, and speaking about it is not illegal. So, of course, I told them how to use specific supplements, if you will.